Hello, welcome to Hevlendordesigns. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a 3D ribbon in Corel Draw that you can specifically use for your cover page and other design. So to start out, we are going to start from the freehand tool, and we're going to be using the B-spline for today. So pick the B-spline tool from the freehand tool. Just click on the, if you don't see that, you click on the small flyout by the freehand tool. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth tool, that's the B-spline tool. So click on it and you click and drag to make a curve. So you double click to end the curve. Now with the shape tool, you can edit this shape. Just adjust it to what you think is okay. So if you are finding it difficult to create a curve, you can see that with the B-spline tool, you can help you create complex curves. So after having edited it this way, next thing we'll do, we'll click and drag just to the left a little bit, right click to duplicate so we have a copy. So you press Ctrl D on your keyboard to get more copies. So we have two at the moment. I press Ctrl D, get a third one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can make do with this 8 line. So you can see we have this nice shape for our ribbon. Now you just click and drag, select all of them and weld it so they become one object. Now you can adjust with the shape tool. You can adjust the length of this. I want this to have more, just a little bit of this. Okay, so this is what we have. I just reduce it so I have more space because I want to make several copies of them. Having done this, I'll use the freehand tool to create a straight line. Right click and let's click to duplicate this line so we have a second one. So make sure that the line aligns to the top of this, and also the one on the bottom align to the bottom. You can just adjust that a little bit, then we can duplicate this, make more copies. Just increase this line so it covers up all of this. So this is what we have. Now we have made a grid, like the grid of our ribbon. So with the on the interactive fill tool, the second tool there is the smart fill tool. We can use it to build the shape of this color. So let's start out with the smart fill tool. You can specify the color on the property bar. Okay, so let's use black. That's the common color we're going to have fill in these parts. Okay, before I fill this, I think there's something else we need to do. This part, you can see how they are intertwined. So to just make sure we have a smooth curve, creating all the patterns of the ribbon we want, we'll make use of the segment delete tool. On the crop tool, by default you see the crop tool there. So if you can click on the flyout, the third tool is the segment delete tool. So we use it to remove the unwanted areas in this ribbon. So with the segment delete tool, now I want this shape to flow from this part and continue. So I'll just delete these intersections. Just click on the line that you don't want. You will delete it, so you can undo when you delete the part that you're not supposed to. So when you do this, you can see how this blends up. See this nice shape we have here. Then for this part, we want to continue this area, so you continue by clicking on this, deleting all these other parts. Just continue doing this, and so this is how this first one looks. So we create another shape from this second one. We still allow this flow. Take off all these parts. You can actually zoom in to have a better control, so you see what you're working on, so you don't delete the wrong part. So we are done with this, and this time we're going to allow these other parts to continue. Take this out. So carefully take this out. Alright, so this is what we have. So you can see this twisted inside, this is out. So for this one, we are going to have it twisted out. So we have the first shape, the second one, and for the third one, we're going to have, so let's have this one flow to the top. Just zoom in so you have a better view. Alright, so this is it, and we're going to take off this area. Just carefully delete. So if you have anything that you don't understand, you can drop a comment in the comment section. I will attend to it. So these are the three different shapes we have, more like a grid. So to make a shape to it, we take the smart fill tool, and I will fill out the blacks. So just evenly just click, and you have this filled out. Okay, so we have the black and white. So let's add other colors to our ribbon. Still with the shape builder, so let's build this second part of the shape. This time we are going to make use of the yellow. So fill in this path. I like it to blend into different areas, so let's fill in the yellow here too. Then we can also have yellow on this path. Then we can choose another color. Let's use the green on this other path. Okay, have green. Then on the middle part, we can use the magenta. We can use magenta on this part. So this is what we have for the ribbon. Now it's looking like just a 2D, so you can just add to, I will give it a 3D effect. We need to fill in, make a gradient to create depth, to give it depth. So will you make use of the interactive field tool, but before then just click and select. You can see these objects are actually different objects, so if we are doing them one after the other, it's going to take a lot of time. So we're going to group weld them into, so just hold down the control key, hold down your shift and left click to select each of them and weld. So for this green one, we now make use of the interactive field to click and drag. So we can now add a darker shade of green to give it this depth. So see how this turns out. So when this ribbon is turning, you see, you can do the same for all these other ones. So just weld. To make it faster, you can use the eyedropper attribute or the eyedropper or the eyedropper tool to just copy the sample of the color we have already to fill into other ones that have similar colors. So this, okay, we have not welded this part, so that's why all of them did not feel welded. And use the eyedropper to pick and drop, so it saves us time. Then for this yellow, let's select all and weld with the interactive field tool. You can apply this darker yellow to this other part. So let's pick something from here. So this is what we have. Like I said, you can actually use the eyedropper tool to make this faster. Copy your gradient, same attribute he has here, and apply on another shape. See how that turns out beautifully well. So for the magenta, let's select and weld. So if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up if you find value, and like and share so that others can participate. We've welded this, so let's apply the gradients. This time we're going to use black on both ends, and we'll apply the magenta in the middle. So you can see how it gives it that reflective feel. So we'll do the same for this one. Weld it. This time I can just use one end Well, let's still make use of this gradient here. It still looks beautiful, so you can do the same for this portion. Well, attribute fill. So now we can delete each other line. They've done their job. And select all, remove the outline, right click here, up here, take off the outlines. These are all separate ribbons, so you click and drag to group them, Ctrl G, or when you right click, when you select and right click, you'll find group. So you see on group, these are already grouped, that's why you're seeing on group. So you can rotate this, let's do 45 degrees. Okay. So like I said, if you have anything that you don't understand, you can drop a question in the comment section below and I will be right there to attend to it. So this is our 3D ribbon logo. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and see you in my next tutorial.